Yeah, I think tomorrow. Well, actually, no. I mean, Freddie did mention something while you were. It might be worth doing. I'm just a bit worried about leading them to their death, but because
violence doing good.
Because Glenn, Dana, and Marcus was going to look into
that
the demons.
Good idea. That's a fucking wonderful idea. Freddie came up with that, you say?
Well, it also seemed to mess in quite well with obviously Mr. Wallace's new insanity as well.
Demons.
Yeah.
I like that you're supporting his insanity, and let me give Freddie a couple of cards so we can try to get him a stat pruning. There you go. And
thank you.
I'm here for you, Freddie.
All right, let's go check out Pylon. Weather control Pylon.
Right.
Won't know until we try it. Come on.
Right.
I would say the question. Yeah. Well, this is what I was going to say as well. How much of these are cut off to us because of the now current?
No, they're on our side.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they're in that little jungle that's not far from the cave thing. Yeah. Freddie, give me a direction sense of plus 30. You've been to them enough where you're trying to wear a groove in the jungle.
I made it.
Welcome to the jungle. Freddie got fun and games. He has all the pylons you want, but he doesn't know their names. Okay, you guys reach the weather control pylon.
Because the other thing as well is that we probably need to at some point have a look at the time fucking displacement gate fucking one, because that could be very nice to have.
It's also a spylon, apparently.
A spylon, yes, thank you. I like that. It's a spylon.
All right, let's go into number one. Well, weather control pylon.
You guys go over to it and put your hand on it and go, wow, wow, wow. And the door disappears like a cheap 1960s Mirage effect.
I will stand outside with sword drawn, ready to defend.
No. You need to stand inside.
No.
Kenley, if I mess this up, the only place you're going to be safe is inside.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Freddie! I inch in and stand right by the door.
I'm checking for demons.
You're pretty sure that both of your traveling companions may be or are possessed by them.
I'm still in demon form.
By the way, don't roll detect demon yet. I'll actually let you roll that if there's an actual demon around. You can't just build up a new skill because you thought of it. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. All right, you guys.
I rolled an ambulance matter.
You guys head into the weather pylon, and Freddie, you look
closest to the door, away from all the other technical babble.
All right, so Logan.
Let me show you some pictures here real quick, Jeff, because you haven't gotten to see any of this shit before. Reveal areas. Okay, move map. Hold on a second, Freddie. Okay, this is what it looks like closed, and this is what it looks like open. About in the middle of the page there.
Yep, I see it.
And then this is the insanely complex control table that Freddie's wanting to just fucking start tinkering with. It just looks like a bunch of glowing, multicolored gems in this fucking box, and they're in a strange kind of different assortment thing. And give me a danger sense, sixth sense there, Mr. Wallace.
I have another bad idea.
There it is.
Oh my god.
Yep. All right. It must just be indigestion. Yeah, that's all.
Mr. Wallace, could you give me your laptop? The one that we haven't used yet. The one that's still fully charged.
The other laptop?
Yeah, the one that's still charged. I want to try and do the same thing with this.
Before you do that, Mr. Wallace, give me a luck roll lower is better, as you've had this in your backpack for literally weeks of jungle travel. Laptops do not do well in humid jungle travel. Yours, however, seems to have survived it just fine. All right. Weirdly enough, he pulls it out, still in the box. The box is like got bite marks out of it where something attacked you guys while you're in the fucking jungle and shit. And you pull it out, and you're like, it's still in the plastic wrap, surprisingly good. And it looks like that swamp we waited for didn't get any of the water into the plastic bag. Mr. Well's like, and so you pull it out, and you put in the cords and stuff, and you stick it with some goo. By the way, you might want to consider buying some of that blue tack or duct tape or both. Blue tack's amazing shit.
Blue tack.
Alright, I connected to the thing. I began casting the spell, which might take a while, but we'll see.
I get ready as a mana battery.
Yep. Alright, that's one fail.
By the way, each time he fails, Jeff, it uses half the magic points of the spell, but he regenerates them slowly over minutes. But Kinley also is going to possibly pump some into him. I don't know.
I made it.
Yeah, I'll have them pump some into me when they're done with everything because I'm down to like 4 out of 10.
Your magic points come back every time you get a good night's sleep, so they should be well back after your 2 weeks of jungle fun in the sun with a gun.
I didn't realize that, so.
Yep.
There's 8 magic points back to you anyway, Freddie. I know you get them back anyway, but I was
always good to have.
I can play with my spells.
Sure, you can sit there and randomly cast some magics around while Freddie's doing this. That sounds like it couldn't possibly go wrong. So, Freddie, you cast your... No, go ahead, Mr. Wallace. I'm totally supportive of this. I'll flip back the Eric page in case I need a card of any kind.
nice. Welcome to the jungle. We got spells and shit. We're gonna blow up a pylon. Fuck.
And everything inside of it, yeah.
Mine, air a couple times, and then make it go into my hidden pocket.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, there you go. Ball of twine is at last secure. Meanwhile, Freddie, give me a computer use at half.
Okay. Yep, made it.
Excellent. Give me a read slee stack at full. Or read ancient slee stack. Sorry, they haven't used this in a long time. You look at a bunch of it's showing up as pictograms and shit. You know, it's like trying to read cuneiform or something, but more
I use my skill 10.
lizardy.
Ooh.
Go, Freddie.
Yeah, made it with
God
skill
damn,
10.
the skill 10. All right, yeah. You're like, cooler temper. Yeah, you might be able to, but I will, since you made that, give me a hacking roll at full to kind of bypass some of the, they didn't put as many things on this unless you want to do big swings in temperature.
Oh.
I was giving them to him at full, and he had an 84 and still missed.
Yeah, fine. No problem.
Yes!
What?
He fucking shuts down the whole thing so
No
that
way.
it's locked and can never be used again by anyone.
I don't
Alright,
have any
use another
rerolls.
hero point.
2 hero points later. Nice fumble, Freddie. Give me another fumble. Make
He
me
assists
happy.
you with this one.
Oh, bloody hell. Just
Oh,
on the
that's right.
nose.
There was a guy who Matt may remember named Andy, and Andy would make Andy-proofed characters where they all had because it was back before I said you can only have up to 60 in skill, and I think he put 90% in everything because he'd roll for shit all the time, consistent. Anyway, so and I'm thinking for you that wouldn't be enough. You'd pretty much for your starting character pick 20 skills and you're done. Okay. So you've hacked in. You've gotten basic access where you can slightly raise and lower the temperatures. Give me a biology or slee stack physiology roll.
Oh, biology is fine. Biology.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're thinking that if you get down to around 10 Celsius, that should be uncomfortable as hell for them without killing everything. Although, if you leave it like that for very long, all these fucking that's pretty cold. I mean, it's a little chilly for us, but considering you're in a hot Vietnam, a hot 30, 40-degree jungle before, that's definitely a big change. For us, that's light jacket weather. That should be enough to.
Henry, how would this affect the vegetation?
Give me a botany roll, Kinley, the botanist. He realizes that you are actually a secret botanist. You're like, trees live through it. I cut them down. I make cabinets and bird nests.
No, it's fine. They'll love it. They'll be brilliant. They'll thrive in that.
I agree with you.
I think I'd worry more. I think I'd worry more about the dinosaurs than I would the flora and fauna. Because they're going to be affected as well.
They'll knock the demons off the street.
At this point, the temperature is unchanged.
Can I make a shadow lore roll to know how this would affect the Logos? Potentially.
You can.
Can we all do that?
You can. If he asks you, how do you think this will affect the Logos? I mean, he has to say something. Otherwise, he just goes.
Yeah. I don't think.
Do you think this would be bad for the Logos? I made my roll, by the way.
You're not really sure. Nobody's ever put the Logos through a sudden temperature change that you've heard of. Who knows what could happen to it?
Does it have to be a sudden? Could you not preset it to gradually
can I make
drop
it
over
gradual?
No, it's pretty much just do it while you're here type thing. You don't have, there's no fancy controls and shit.
Oh.
Mr. Wallace picks up a new skill called Shadow Lore. If you don't already have a check and learn, be sure to take one and pick up Shadow Lore.
Okay,
Mr. Wallace says, now, we're all doomed. Doomed, I tells you, doomed.
Can I figure out what the actual color, like the gem combination is?
No, you can't. However, you can program it on your keyboard with your laptop. You're bypassing all that complicated shit.
If I want to change this in future, can I save, like, quote unquote, save the settings? No. I have to go to the whole thing all over.
Okay. Yep. Give me a 6 Sense Danger Sense roll,
your friend.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that this is a good idea.
I made the 6 Sense Danger.
You feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook, Freddy! But you normally do, so you're really not sure if that's at all helpful. But for a while, you were the naked apex predator, and you're still actually naked, although you've... Kinley, give me a survival roll, just because I'm curious on something.
Survival roll?
Yeah, general survival.
General survival... Yeah.
After a day of watching Freddy's Apex Predator, you got sick of it and made him a grass skirt, which he's currently wearing. He looks absolutely filthy and wild.
Mate, I'm body nakedness, so I wouldn't do that.
Oh, he's demon form. Never mind. Yeah. That's right. He's still demon form. You're hanging out with demons, so maybe...
I still wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
I'm all about the nakedness.
I swear there'd be more cock in a movie of this goddamn campaign than there was in fucking Game of Thrones. So much fucking cock in this movie. It's just horrible. The viewers would be getting ready to turn on the set.
I'm right. All cock and bull, if you ask me.
Yeah, every night the viewers would be like, is it going to be funny or is somebody going to thrust a cock toward the camera with Kinley screaming?
Oh, it's cock. It's cock.
It's cock again.
We should have known.
Okay, well.
Naked demons are easier to take.
Should we do
Except,
this?
I would like to point out he's an incubus and they're well renowned for their cocks. They're all about the cock.
Oh, yeah. No, I think in Freddy's case, it's all about the butt. Very nicely.
Oh, and he's got the booty butt with the fucking cock. So booty butt and the cock. He can. What's that twerking? He can twerk his butt and make it.
Ooh, I can work on that skill.
Like, new skill to build up. So what are you going to do with this, Freddie?
You're not going to change it? Because I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm asking you guys, like, should I
don't
have
think
the power right now to change it.
Yeah, but I think you could end up killing off a lot of shit eventually. If you forget about it, things will die. Remember, it was for the short term, it's going to slow them down and piss them off. But long term, probably start killing some of them off.
And
not just the Sleesacks, the dinosaurs, and possibly the vegetation. And possibly fuck with the Logris.
Yeah, see, that's... up until you said the Logris...
He doesn't care about the world. He's like...
Yeah, but at the moment, in a way, some of the dinosaurs is probably what's stopping the Sleestacks from getting into this area. Some of the bigger ones. So they're kind of a natural defense for us right now. So I'm not sure if we want to fuck with them more than just fuck with the Sleestack.
I just thought
coming with a Sleestack Pacific venom that we could introduce into their food supply. That's more like the clever shit to pull off. That's where they all fucking start getting fucked, and we keep the nice dinosaurs that want to eat them alive.
By the way, Freddie,
I don't know. Fucking second Canada is a good idea.
I mean, that brings a compelling argument. What I was going to say is, if you ever build up your shapeshifting to get your artifact node, which is in shapeshifting stuff to add to and subtract from or put on your physical form, I recommend making a note of prehensile cock. That might be a good one.
Wow.
Yeah, I would definitely think it'd be very popular.
If you can get it in your back, I'd be pretty impressed.
Well, mine's a bone demon, so you know why it was a bone demon.
Still, I'd be scared of anything with a prehensile cock that was coming after me. I wrap around his throat and plunge into his mouth. Oh, Jesus!
Right.
So
what do you?
I can lower it just a little bit so that it's not so damn hot for us.
Well,
right now,
give me. Well, you're not sure with your botany rolls because apparently all the plants and shit, which I don't know, something annoying called the food chain keeps coming to mind and flashing, but you're not sure if that's important or not.
I personally wouldn't mess with the temperature and.
All right, I'll leave it alone.
I mean,
it's not just the temperature, by the way. It's the weather. I can make it rain over there and not over here, or something.
It rains all the fucking time here. You're in a goddamn jungle.
I can change it. I have the weather pylon.
So you can change it now. It will stick.
I'm kind of
One thing is about through this jungle is you need a shower often. Fortunately, it rains enough that you get a shower often.
I think this could come in handy if we had a specific thing we were trying to accomplish as far as...
Wait.
Freddy's kind of a chimpanzee with a machine gun at this point.
Can I make a lightning storm over where the Sleestack are and just zap them all to death?
You're not sure if you have the power to make it in a specific area or if it would try to zap everything to death or what?
Okay.
It shows it following Freddy home, continuously zapping him. Ow.
Quit it.
All right, I'll leave it alone. Fine.
Okay.
If you guys don't mind, I wouldn't mind going back quickly, getting your armor, and then maybe finishing up.
Cool.
So you unhook the computer, give it back to the guy who was able to walk for 2 weeks in a fucking jungle with a laptop stuffed into his backpack, which is goddamn impressive.
My own laptop, I just threw it away.
Of course.
It'll blow up eventually.
It's good test to know that we can do it and we can change things if we need to. That's That's good. That in itself is good to know. Yeah.
I'm curious to see what the fourth one does now.
Yeah. By the way, keep in mind, all the commands are in ancient SLE stack.
I need to work on that language. Yeah.
That shit out.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Let's trudge on back onto the cave.
Yeah, I'll change back to my normal form.
I'll push the.
All right. You unplug the laptop, give it back to Jeff so he's got something new to play with.
Yep.
Just a boulder out of the way, making sure no one's down.
Give me a strength at half to get the boulder out of the way, after you make sure that your buddies aren't. Okay, he just kind of goes, all right, you guys stand over there. You over there? Okay. One-handed. You're like, great, thanks. And the boulder. Give me a luck roll at half, Kinley. The boulder breaks up and stuff on impact with the other rocks that were waiting for it.
Oh no, sorry, I get plus 10 in the shadows, so that is at half negative.
The boulder's still fine. It's reusable.
I keep forgetting about that plus 10 in shadows.
I wouldn't forget about that.
Yeah, I know. Right.
All right.
Cool. And anything else anyone wants to quickly do before we finish off, or no?
I was getting ready to say Doc got some nice bonuses for drawing Logris, and I remember it was you that drew Logris and stuff.
I give you a trump. This is a trump to the barnyard in Bakersfield in Biskin. This is where we were conducting our experiments with the demon animals.
I was going to say, if you wanted to take him there now, since there'll be a majority, if Matt reminds me, I'll just start him there.
Oh.
That way you can do the luck roll, but you might still leave him the card. That's up to you.
I'll leave him the card, but yeah, I'll take him there.
Cool. That way they won't just break the card and go, well, that adventure's over.
Well, my luck's also pretty good in the shadows now, so
yeah, that's true.
All right.
You guys get over to the demon barn where we'll start next time. So
barnyard in.
Yeah, remind me tomorrow, Matt. And
okay.
Let's see. Okay, for first thing off, other ideas for title.
I think it's going to be hard for someone to beat that one.
You take a card for your earlier suggestion, Matthew. Who else has got one?
If we were allowed swear words, I would say 2 hands, bitches. But
call it 2 hands if you want.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same emphasis.
No. So. Okay, Jeff, have you got one?
Nothing better than I like the one that's been presented so far.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we'll go with Apex Predator released then. And Jeff, while your computer's working, what have you got to say to the studio audience out there?
Torture your friend.
I heard torture friends.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, and Freddie?
Never mind, my computer's not working enough. So.
Wow, that came through totally broken up. If somebody else can figure it out, write into jeff@mycomputersbroken.com. Freddie, what have you got to say to the studio audience?
Apex. 2 hands, bitches. Predator. Signing out.
Matt.
Be kind to your SLE stacks, and they'll be kind back to you. Maybe.
Shows the dark. All right.